Hello everyone and welcome back to Azure Cloud today. In the last video, we built an app protection policy for Outlook from scratch. Today, we are going to build an app configuration profile for Outlook. Now, these two names sound almost identical, and honestly, this is one of the most common points of confusion in all of Intune. So let's get that cleared. App protection policy is there for protecting your data within your managed application, and it controls what can leave this managed application. Examples where app protection policy is used would be for copy and paste, saving files somewhere unmanaged, ensuring managed apps can only open with a PIN, and so on. Think of this as a bodyguard standing at the door of Microsoft Outlook. An app configuration policy does not guard anything. It presets how the app behaves, like, for example, which account can sign in, what the default settings look like, how many days of email gets synced to the phone. Think of this as a setting pack that arrives on the device before the user even opens this application. Before we build anything, you need to know that when you create an app configuration policy, Intune immediately asks you a question. And there are exactly two possible answers: managed devices or managed apps. Managed devices delivers these app configuration settings through the device management channel, the same channel that Intune uses to manage the iPhone itself. That means two requirements are there for using this one. The device must be enrolled in Microsoft Intune, and Outlook must be installed as a managed application, for example, through the company portal. If you want to know how to enroll an iPhone to Microsoft Intune, then please click on the card attached on the top right of this video. Managed apps is different over here. It delivers settings through the app protection policy channel instead, straight into the app. The device does not need to be enrolled at all into Microsoft Intune. That is the path you would select for a bring your own device scenario with no enrollment. Please do note that two of the most powerful Outlook features, which are automatic account setup and blocking personal accounts, only work through managed devices. So if your devices are enrolled and you want those features, then please select Manage Devices. Our iPhone that we are using in our series is already enrolled through the company portal. So today we would be building a Manage Devices policy together. Together today we would be setting four settings in one policy. First is the automatic account setup, so that Outlook prefills the work email address and the user only ever types a password. Second is to allow only work or school accounts, which blocks personal accounts inside Outlook completely. Third is that we will switch focused inbox off by default. So everyone starts with a single unified inbox. And fourth, we will set the offline email sync window to 30 days using a custom configuration key. And we will deliberately allow users to change this setting. So let's go into the Intune admin center and configure these four settings together. We have now logged into the Microsoft Intune Admin Center with our global admin account. To create an app configuration policy, we would click on Apps at the left side over here, and then under Platforms, we would select iOS, iPad OS. Once this is open, we will expand the Manage Apps section over here and click on Configuration over here. If you see, we do not have any application configuration policy configured at this moment of time. So to create one, we would click on Create dropdown and then click on Manage Devices over here. If you are doing MAM without enrollment, then please go ahead and select Managed Apps. However, those two settings that we spoke about will not work over here. So for us, we are going the Manage Devices route. So let's click on it. For the name in the basic one, we will keep it something like Azure Cloud Today iOS Outlook app configuration so that it is easily understandable on what we are trying to configure over here. Next, under description, let's give it a nice description something like account setup, only org allowed accounts, focused inbox default, and 30 days sync window. After that, let's click on the drop down for platform and let's select iOS, iPad OS. For the targeted apps, let's click on select app over here. If you notice over here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, we only see these 6 options, and I'll just tell you why. If we go to intune.microsoft.com again and then click on application at the left side over here, and then click on iOS, iPad OS again, these are the only applications that we deployed 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So that's the reason we see these 6 applications. The last one over here, OneNote Web, is a web clip. If you want to know how to deploy a store app versus a web clip to iPhone using Intune, then please click on the card attached on the top right of this video. That is the reason we just see 6 applications over here. If you would have deployed more of those Microsoft application which support the application configuration policy, then it would have been displayed to you over here. At this moment of time, we are only focused on Microsoft Outlook. So let's click on it and then hit OK at the bottom right over here. Once that is done, let's click on Next. In this section, for configuration settings format, we would be selecting Use Configuration Designer. And if you notice, we have three main selections over here, which are email account configuration, then general app configuration, and the last one is additional configuration. Let's scroll at the very top, and for configure email account settings, let's click on Yes. For the authentication type, we would have two options, basic and modern. Let's click on modern authentication. For the user attribute from Microsoft Entra ID, I would be going ahead and selecting user principal name. For the email address attribute from Microsoft Entra, we would be selecting primary SMTP address because this is where the emails would arrive, right? Allow only work or school accounts. This is the one that we were speaking about. Let's make this and select enable. For focused inbox, we did decide that we would be changing this to off. So let's select that. For the sync window, we would have to put in two additional configurations over here. So we would have to provide a configuration key, value type, and configuration value. The first one is com.microsoft.outlook.settings.days to sync. If you see over here, com.microsoft.outlook.settings days to sync. And over here, we would change this to integer and we would give this a value of 30 days. The next setting would be com.microsoft.outlook.settings.days to sync.user change allowed. We would be entering this, then selecting the value type as Boolean this time, and for the configuration value, we would be entering it as true. Once all of this is selected, we would be clicking on Next at the bottom left over here. For the scope tags, we would be leaving this to default and would be clicking on Next at the bottom left again. For the assignments, we would be assigning this to a user group. And to do that, we would be clicking on Add Groups at the left over here. And in the dialog box, we would be searching for all iOS users and would be clicking on Select at the bottom over here. Once this is done, we get a clear indication that this is a user group because two users are already a part of this group. And then at the bottom left, we would be hitting on Next. And finally, we would be reviewing our settings and would be clicking on Create at the bottom left over here. That's it. Now we have successfully created an Outlook app configuration policy all from scratch. We are now in our enrolled iPhone. To download Microsoft Outlook as a managed application, Let's open company portal. In the featured app, we clearly see Microsoft Outlook over here. If you want to know how to deploy Microsoft Outlook from Intune, then please click on the card attached on the top right of this video. So let's open Microsoft Outlook. Let's click on install, which is written at the top. It says pending install. Go to home screen to check progress. Let's see what happens. We get a message stating default directory is about to install and manage the app Microsoft Outlook from the App Store. Let's click on install. Microsoft Outlook is getting installed, as you see. So now, if we open Microsoft Outlook, the end user at AzureCloudToday.live should already be pre-filled for us. So let's open Outlook and see if that is the case. Okay, I'm opening Outlook. Okay, let's click on Add Account. As you see, one account found, end user at AzureCloudToday.live. We clearly see this. So let's click on Add Work Account. Okay, your organization is now protecting its data in the app. Restart the app to continue. Okay, let's open Microsoft Outlook again. It's asking for a PIN. We did configure this in our previous video. If you do want to watch this, then please click on the card attached on the top right of this video. So our PIN is 1234 over here. Turn on, allow. So now if I click on the top left next to inbox and click E over there, if you see, it is not a focused inbox. And to check that, we can click on the bottom left next to settings and then click on email, which is under the general. And then if you see, the focused inbox is set to off. This is exactly what we set from the Intune admin center. The next thing that we want to check is if personal accounts are blocked from signing in over here. To do that, let's go ahead to settings again and let's click on accounts, which is under general. Let's click on add account over here. Okay, let's click on email account at which is the first option and see what's happening. Okay, can't add account. Your device is managed by your organization. Only a work account can be added. Okay, let's try to add a Google Drive this time. Add your Gmail account. Let's click on OK. Can't add account. Your device is managed by your organization. Only a work account can be added. This is exactly what we configured live together. The last setting that we wish to check is the sync setting. To do that, let's go one step back and then let's click on the Microsoft 365 account itself. Let's scroll down and then under data storage, we have sync settings. Let's click on it to open it. Over here, the days of email to sync is set to 30 days. This is something that we pushed. And the second thing that we pushed is user changed allow was set to true. So let's click on it and see if we are able to change it by ourselves. So let's click on it. If you notice, I can set it to something else like 45 days, for example. Let's click on accept and let's click back. If you notice, the days of email to sync is now set to 45 days. That's all for today. If you found this video helpful, please like and subscribe to the channel. Thank you and have a wonderful day. Bye-bye.